Hello my fellow felines, this is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. And today we are building a home that I imagine a recent Britechester grad lives in, potentially with a romantic partner of some sort, but they definitely could be living here by themselves. And the reason it's kind of a Britechester grad versus a Foxbury grad is because I actually ended up putting I ended up putting Britechester like pennants on the walls and a few posters as well, I believe. But yeah, so I built this house a long time ago. I don't even remember when I built it, frankly, but it turned out pretty cute, and I hope you guys like it. It is pretty small on the inside, it's very basic, nothing too special, but I think it's very cute, and if you want to download this, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY, or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. So feel free to go ahead, download that, and play with it as you like. Obviously, this doesn't have to be a Britechester grad house. It could be a Foxbury grad, or not even a grad at all. It could just be a regular sim that you want. I don't remember exactly how much this house costs, but I know for a fact I didn't give myself a budget. So it's probably almost definitely more than a starter home, and I apologize for that, but y'all know that I have a really difficult time most of the time with a budget, so that's my defense there. I don't know. And this is the spot where I kind of determined, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it kind of for a university student, because I saw the fireplace from university and I wanted to use it, so that's what I did. And this is how it turns out. I already added in all the lighting and doors and everything. I cut that part out because I feel like it was pretty tedious, and the floor plan was giving me a little bit of difficulty anyway. But yeah, so now we're just putting more windows on because this house is almost, I don't want to say it is, but it's very similar to the style of some of the houses that are already in this neighborhood anyway, and that's kind of like Louisiana type. I don't necessarily know the proper word for it, but like Louisiana looking houses, and it fits pretty well with the rest of the neighborhood. If you don't, like, if you're actually gonna play in it, it fits really well in the kind of starter neighborhood in Willow Creek. Though, like I said, I'm almost positive that it's not starter home price. So while it would fit well within this neighborhood, it's definitely not in the same budget. So yeah, and here you see me messing with the roof a little bit. I actually just ended up making like a little trellis on top and calling that good because I was struggling to roof that part and I wanted it to be at least somewhat covered. So that's why I did the trellis instead of just leaving it completely uncovered. And the reason I actually wanted to cover it at least a little bit is because we do end up having a few things out there. We have a grill on the back porch, just a grill, like literally nothing else, because you know it's a really tiny porch. And then in the front we have a cooler, because I imagine this house parties a little bit, not like super frequently, but a little bit. And then I think we have some like seating on the front porch as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so we're working on the kitchen now, I think is where we're gonna go, because the kitchen actually ends up really cute. And you just saw me put a washer and dryer down right by the front door. I actually end up moving that into the bathroom once I get there. I thought it looked so much better, and that way I actually had room on, like, in the little entryway for cat things, because I imagined that this sim has a cat as well. I'm starting to get to the point in the voiceover where I'm starting to struggle to figure out what to talk about, because I feel like I've talked about the build as much as I can. Though I did use a lot of base game furniture, just because I wanted the same wood tone throughout most of it, because I imagine that whoever lives here, they bought it like pre-furnished and everything and just added like a few of their own touches. And I don't know exactly how common pre-furnished places are, because around me, at least, they're not, like, at all. I've seen maybe one or two places that come with that kind of, I don't want to call it a caveat, because caveats are kind of bad implications, but I guess amenity, I don't know what to call it, but a lot of places around me don't come, like, pre-furnished. Most of them you have to, like, provide your own furniture, and, like, a lot of the time they'll, like, have the kitchen and a washer, dryer, bathroom, obviously, but most of the time they're like, oh no, bring your own couch and stuff, which I feel is kind of the norm. But I've seen a few people be like, oh yeah, this place is pre-furnished, how do I, like, what do I do with it? Or like on shows and stuff, I see some places pre-furnished. I don't know, it's buying a house and or apartment pre-furnished is a very strange concept to me. And, like, you just leave the furniture there when you move out? Like, what if you want different furniture? Or, I don't know, it's a very strange concept to me. I don't know why I just went on that rant, but I did, and that's just how it's gonna be, I guess. If you know my channel at all, you know I tend to rant about ridiculous things, but that's just kind of who I am as a person, so yeah. This house is pretty blue, like I said, because I did want to keep that same wood tone throughout the rest of the house, so a lot of the, like, base game furniture ends up using the right wood color, and then the kind of muted blue color. And yeah. Oh, I did skip over the bathroom because that took me a while. It's nothing special. It's really cute though. I do enjoy how it turned out. But I didn't do anything too revolutionary in there, so I just kind of cut it out because a lot of the time I feel like there's no point in showing a bathroom, since a lot of people either don't like furnishing bathrooms or just kind of do them very quickly without much detail. While I am one of the people that likes to add a lot of detail to the bathrooms, I just cut them out because I know a lot of people don't really care about seeing them being furnished. And here I am adding the cat stuff. Like I said, I imagine this sim has a cat. They got one, like, right after they graduated because, you know, and this cat's a little spoiled, but no one ever said that was a bad thing. So now we're starting to put, like, details in the living room, and I actually imagined that this sim was, like, an art student of some sort. So you'll see, like, when we get to the bedroom, I end up having an easel and, like, a camera. Well, the camera is set up in the living room, but I have an easel in the bedroom, and just, like, lots of kind of art that looks like your Sims could have made it. Like the big panel that's over the couch in there, I imagine they painted that, or it was, like, one of their photos that they took stretched onto multiple canvases or something like that, because I think that's a really cool idea. And we're just adding clutter everywhere because what is a build of mine without clutter? I don't know her. And of course I had to add the little cat statue on top of the fireplace because, like I said, I did imagine this sim had a cat, and whenever I imagine a sim to have an animal, I'm like, yep, we're putting a statue of that cat or dog. So I did, and just kind of throw in random details everywhere because that's just how I work, that's how I build. And what are we gonna do now? Oh, this is where I put the camera. So the actual camera itself is on the mantle, and then the tripod is just kind of set up in the living room. So as someone that has 2 tripods and a nice camera, I definitely would not ever leave my tripod set up because it takes up so much space. I wouldn't ever leave it set up. You always close it, you always put it back in the bag, you always put it, like, to the back of your closet or wherever you keep it. You don't, no one I know that does photography keeps their tripod out and standing to store it. Like, no, that's not what you do. You at least close it and, like, fold it up to make it take up a little less space. Like, I don't know. When we got that Moschino pack, it really bugged me that I saw that. I was like, oh no, this is gonna cause issues for me. And, you know, it did, but it bugs me a lot. But now we're on to the bedroom, and I rambled through me making kind of a gallery wall. I imagine that wall is all stuff that this sim has done. Like either they took the pictures or they like DIY'd the like shelf kind of thing, or they painted it or drew it or whatever. And that was just kind of my thought process there. And the sim does have like a little laptop. I figured they had that still from university. They don't really use it for much other than like schoolwork and kind of photo editing and stuff, because it kind of looks like a Mac, and Macs are like the best to run Photoshop on, in my opinion, and Photoshop is like great to edit pictures. I just got into a super weird headspace there for a few minutes. I don't quite know why, but that's where I am today apparently. I got sleep last night, so I don't know what's going on in my head, but whatever it is, it's chaotic. So now we're just cluttering up the dresser as you do, because what is a build of mine without lots of clutter everywhere? I'm trying not to use as much clutter lately. Like I said, this build was kind of old, so it was definitely before Nifty Knitting, and I think it was like right after Eco Lifestyle, I want to say, or maybe right before it, because I'm not seeing anything from it. But ever since, I don't know, since I realized I kind of cluttered up way too much, I've been trying to do better, but we are jumping into screenshots now, so I am going to go, but I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends. I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent, because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.